kocha wa Simba Sports Club.
Strong group.
I hope you all got that. Akifuatiwa na mkurugenzi mtendaji wa SportPesa Tanzania, Mr. Pavel Slavko. Anayefuata ni mkurugenzi wa utawala na udhibiti SportPesa Tanzania, Mr. Tarimba Abbas. Anayefuata ni mkurugenzi mtendaji wa Simba Sports Club, Mr. Senzo Mazingiza. Anayefuata ni msemaji mkuu wa Simba Sports Club, Mr. Haji Manara, akifuatiwa na Boko ambaye ni captain wa Simba Sports Club. Karibuni sana. Naomba moja kwa moja nimpe mic Mr. Tarimba kwa ajili ya kutupa utambulisho kidogo na kuongelea kuhusu tukio letu la leo. Asante.
Asante sana. I will be using Swahili and English intermittently, so that for those who are not Swahili speaking people can understand the message SportPesa is going to give out. First of all, on behalf of SportPesa, I would like to register our honor and appreciation for inviting you guys and accepting our invitation to come to SportPesa offices for this function, which you are proud of. Thank you very much for making yourself available this morning. Nilikuwa nawashukuru kwa kuweza kupokea mwaliko wetu kuweza kuja SportPesa asubuhi ya leo kwa ajili ya function yetu hii ndogo, lakini bado ni kubwa. Hii function is all about your performance, Simba Sports Club performance. And here it brings me to another point, to congratulate you not only for this season, but for the previous 3 seasons you guys have registered exemplary performance, clinching the championship, football championship here in Tanzania. And you are the only club which we have been sponsoring to have registered 3 consecutive premiership, win. So, kilo to you guys, all of you. Thank you very much. You have made us very proud. We are a big brand here in Tanzania and in the world. SportPesa is a big brand. SportPesa sponsors big clubs in the world. I would say in the world, because when you sponsor a club in the UK, that is the world. So Simba is among the best clubs being sponsored by a big brand like SportPesa. It's not easy to be associated with SportPesa. Once you're associated with SportPesa, you need to show your prowess in the field. And this is what you Simba have done. And also, thank you very much for having registered winning yesterday for beating Azam.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I could see the sparks in war coming not far from now. So you guys, you better be prepared for that battle, because you want to win the FA Cup as well.
Take everything.
You want to take everything. So there is a very narrow bridge here you have to cross. Not far distance from today. Lakini niseme Simba wamefanya vitu vizuri sana. Najua miongoni mwenu mnatambua association yangu mimi na upande wa pili. Lakini when I'm here, nikiwepo hapa na angalia vitu from professional point of view. Nilikuwa nazungumza na CEO. Mimi napenda sana kuwa professional all my life. Na pale ambapo ninatoa pongezi nazitoa kwa dhati kabisa. Look at this. Tangu sisi tumeanza sponsorship na Simba Sports Club na Young Africans, tulikuwa na Singida, then now Namungo. It is only Simba Sports Club which have been winning our awards in the seasons 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. All 3 sponsorships. Championships. Consecutive, 3 years. hiyo ni achievement moja kubwa sana. Lakini pia we paid for having reached, I don't know, quarterfinals or something, in quarterfinals, African Championship. It's not a small thing, it's a big thing. We gave you guys 50 million shillings for that. So in total, in a span of three years, you guys received from us only as bonuses 350 million shillings. Ni jambo kubwa sana. It has never happened katika nchi hii kwa klabu ambayo inakuwa inapata udhamini na wadhamini wakaweza kulipa kitu kama hicho. Sasa niseme tu kwamba leo ni siku nyingine ambayo tunakuja kuwapa zawadi ya kuwa mabingwa, na najua mmefanya kazi. It was not easy to win. We know Tanzanians infrastructure when it comes to traveling. Unacheza Namungo leo, kesho unakwenda Musoma, unarudi tena Dar es Salaam, mara umerudi Musoma. Hata kama unasafiri kwa ndege, bado it was not easy for you guys to be able to register victories na mkapata ubingwa. Bado mechi ngapi? Mechi 7 sisi kabla. Ni kitu kimoja kikubwa sana. Hivyo sisi tunasema we are happy with the sponsorship, and I believe the same is from Simba Sports Club. Na kwa hiyo tungependa kuwapongeze wachezaji, benchi la ufundi likiongozwa na head coach, upande wa executives kiongozwa na CEO, sponsors wenu na pia Mr. Mohamed kwa kazi kubwa ambayo imefanya, pamoja na kuwafanya wananchi wa Tanzania na wapenzi wa Simba waweze kufurahia ubingwa wenu. Hivyo hongereni sana na karibuni sana SportPesa. Hongereni sana. Asanteni sana.
Auspicious occasion. First up front, I would just like to say that if it was not for the boys behind there, if it was not for the players behind there, we would not be here. So congratulations to you boys. Of course, it goes without saying that there's leadership in everything that we are doing. You know, Coach Sven and his technical team has done very well. We are here because of that hard work that you've put in. On behalf of the chairman of the board, Mr. Mohamed Diuji, his board, the leaders of Simba, members, and everyone who's involved with this big and gigantic club in the East African region, we send our word of appreciation for the relationship that we've had with you for all these years. And it's not by mistake that we've won it 3 times. Simba is a trendsetter. We used to doing things we are first. You know, the first 3 times, first club within a sponsorship reign that we are reaching the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So when you go down and discuss contracts with us, and you say that when we win the Champions League, will give us 20 billion, be careful because we will win. So really, on behalf of the board, as I said, we are very grateful to be here. Also, I want to commend the relationship that we've had with SportPesa. I can only talk of the reign that I've been with the club. I mean, the management team at Simba Sports Club has really worked very hard to ensure that there's a cordial relationship with our partners. One of the biggest challenges we have, especially in Africa, in terms of sponsorship and relationship with partners, is that we think that someone is doing somebody a favor. When SportPesa signs a contract with us that they want the following exposure, and then they'll give us X amount of money. We should not take that for granted. We need to make sure that we give the sponsor what they require. So it's important that we ensure that relationships are based on what we've agreed. And once we can keep those relationships going, we are bound to get more from the sponsors. I acknowledge the fact that we've been paid 350 million so far by SportPesa, but I want to say that SportPesa must also be very grateful for the association with Simba Sports Club. We've taken SportPesa to Zambia. We've taken SportPesa to Mbabane in Swaziland. We've taken SportPesa to Egypt. We've taken SPORTPESA all over Africa. That is value you can never buy from anyone. So this partnership is two-way. You pay, we give you mileage. So we are very grateful for the opportunity that we have of having a relationship with you. And I hope that the business can strengthen, can do well, so that the next round of negotiations are not going to be easy. So, so really, just to emphasize, on behalf of the chairman, on behalf of the board, on behalf of the members, the trustees, on behalf of fans, and on behalf of my technical bench, the coach will speak for himself and his team. On behalf of our management team, everybody who's behind SIMBA, we are excited and we look forward to great relationship going forward. Congratulations, hongera sana. Hongereni nyote. Thank you very much.
But I think there is also a sportive side on this question. We don't want to show everything to the opponent's media, so sometimes we hide and we protect our work. That's the first thing. And secondly, and I will give an example of myself, every hour I receive messages and questions from media. Every hour. So if I have to spend all that time only on media, I don't do my job. I don't have the time to do my job correctly. And I lose my focus and concentration. And it's the same for players. They train, they sleep, they recover. And all these interference from the outside of the world can affect their performances. That's why we don't allow always media inside our camp. And that's why we organize now, since 2 or 3 weeks, one open session where media is allowed and everything is concentrated on one moment, and then you can have access to a few guys and to me. So please respect our job as well, our side, respect the brand, and you're not someone who we fear. You have to be an ally, but I think the process is the most important, so we respect each other to work and time.
Konde boy, CRDB benki. Ishi kwa muda, fanya miamala, chapu kwa simu benki. Minafanyaga mtani tu kwa wakala, si lazima niende benki. Hata keshi situmi tena, ninalipa na tembo kadi. Ya ninajiachia nipendavyo, popote lipo inatiki. Inanipa uhuru wa kufanya miamala mingi kwa pamoja, interneti bank. Hata nyumbani kwako ukiwa umelala, ama popote ulipo inatiki. Popote inatiki. Malipo ya serikali yanatiki. Popote inatiki. Mkopo wa papo kwa hapo unatiki. Popote inatiki. Benki ya Kitanzania. Popote inatiki. CRDB popote inatiki.
CRDB Bank, tunakusikiliza.